All right, I'd like to show you a couple methods that we can quickly sort and count and make a graph from a bunch of data. So I have three methods on the screen. One method is and I'm calling it OK, better, and best. So the OK method is the one we did in class, and it was very time consuming. Let me kind of recap you on that though. So we used filters, and we want to know how many of each shirt. So we have 5 shirts. How many of each size for each shirt. So you can see that's going to take a while. And we were just using filters, so I applied a filter just to size. I want to just see, for example, extra small. I see that there's only 1, so I could go here. I would just type a 1. Right? Change this to small. There's 3. I type a 3, and so on and so on and so on. And you can see that's very time consuming. It works, but the problem is that if any of that data ever changes, let's say we get more shirt orders, well, now you have to go back and manually count everything else again, and it's, again, very time consuming. So my better method was to use the COUNTIF function. So let me go ahead and turn off this filter. I'll show you what that looks like. So that's what I did on the bottom. I used the COUNTIF function, so I'm going to click it, and you can see up in the top, COUNTIF. So it's looking for this range for this thing. So the range is E4 to E30. So basically this stuff right here, all my size data for that section. Okay, and it's saying, tell me, only count it if it equals whatever D31 is. Well, D31 happens to be the thing right before it, which is the size. So I'm referencing the size, and so I'm saying, all right, check everything for the thing right before it. So this box is checking everything for extra small. This box is checking everything for small. And you can see as I look down, right, it all changes. The cool thing about this is I can type it once and I can drag it down, right? And it's gonna automatically, change stuff to reference the thing right before it, which is nice. And I kind of just copied and tweaked those formulas going over. Okay, so I got that, and I did something similar where I just kind of, I took this and I copied it and I pasted it here, right? So that's why it's a better method, because it kind of automatically counted things for me. I didn't have to turn on a bunch of filters, okay? But it's not the best, because if things were to change, right? If I got more orders, I would still have to go back and copy and paste things to this sheet, okay? So it helps me with the counting, but it doesn't help me get everything on this page. So my best method is actually referencing that last sheet. So actually look up here, I'll just show you. What I did is, I'll redo this, just this last guy right here. I know it's a 0, but basically if you hit equals, and then you go back to this tab and you just click the thing that you want to reference, hit enter, right? It's now pulling it from that last tab. You can see up at the top, filtered with the exclamation mark means it's pulling from that filtered sheet. Okay, and it's pulling that box. Okay, so what's cool about this is if I were to, suddenly get a bunch of smalls here, right? My smalls are now adjusted, right? They didn't adjust in this better one, but they only adjusted here. And you can see the graph automatically updated as well too. So there's kind of a comprehensive guide on how we can use different functions to do what we want.